we're chasing a rabbit trail there. Let's talk about where we are right now. And here is my concern, and I just heard Chris say it in the ear. I even heard Arianna Huffington. I saw her write it on the Huffington Post. And I'm not speaking as a Republican, we can't afford to fail.
Yes.
We get a $12 trillion debt.
And your answer to my question about whether this makes jobs is you hope so.
We can only borrow so much more money from China. And listen, and here's the biggest problem, and please, Americans, listen, Republicans, Democrats, independents, everybody alike, if this fails, Andy, please explain to people what happens. Interest rates go up.
Yeah.
The debt goes up. Can you imagine what happens to America when we start paying, 3, 4, 5 times the amount of interest rates on a $12 trillion debt? We're ruined. This country is ruined. China gives us no more money. We are really on the cusp of something terrible if this fails.
Well, I agree with you. You have to have a calendar, though, Joe. I mean, some of these things work quicker than others. The infrastructure problems have to be solved. The tax cuts work quickly. The other programs work over the end of the year and into next year. So you have to, kind of have it work that way, though. I mean, don't you? And the entitlement programs, I agree. I mean, we have to watch that. We have to watch pork barrel. But I think what Harold's saying is, you gotta have a process that works right now.
Let me ask you this, Harold. Would we not be better off being a country that's strapped with 10%, 11% unemployment for the next 2 or 3 years than a country that blows through $1 trillion in a reckless political way that causes greater debt, higher interest rates, and basically the whole world saying we're not going to invest in American debt anymore?
I disagree with you. I happen to think, first of all, I'd much rather go through $1 trillion. I'd much rather go through $1 trillion. Because I think you believe that maybe the other way might be a better way. I'd rather go. I don't want to put words in your mouth. I think $1 trillion. I'd much rather do that, because if America has 10, 11% unemployment, the impact that has on the global economy, and our ability, not only our ability to carve our way out of it and climb out of it, but the rest of the world suffers greatly as well. Not only that, we talk about demand for housing.
To tell you the truth, I really don't care about the rest of the world. I care about Americans.
But there's a relationship between the two, because one of the reasons.